Katherine Bell appeared today at the arraignment of Helena Cassadine for Bell's murder. Bell was presumed dead after a fall from a balcony at the home of her fiancé, Stefan Cassadine. She was nursed back to health in secret by her fiancé's mother. No details yet on why Miss Cassadine concealed Miss Bell's whereabouts.
Oh. Hey.
Hey yourself. Hello, how are you?
Katherine Bell's alive?
Oh, yes, I just heard it. Of course, it's not every day that somebody rises from the dead.
Well, I like Katherine. I'm glad that she's alive.
Yes,
she's risen.
Me too. Is Serena asleep?
Yeah, she just went to bed.
Good, then we have a little time alone.
This isn't just I was in the neighborhood visit, is it?
No.
No, it's not. Lee sent his big gun over to try and get me to testify against Eve, huh?
Will you please just consider cooperating?
I'm not going to sell Eve down the river to get Julie off. I'm not going to do that.
Well, just consider what would happen if you don't. I mean, think about Serena. You could go to jail for a very long...
Here I come!
Oh, honey, that was just great. Was that Blur my granddaughter?
See what I can do by myself?
Oh, sweetheart, that is wonderful. I'm right here. Oh, you just give Grandma a great big kiss, okay?
According to Victor's blood panel, there is only a slight trace of hematine present.
So they weren't giving him his medicine?
Well, then that explains Victor's strange behavior.
Yeah. It also says that Dr. Aikman has some explaining to do.
Well, the good news is that he's improving. I've got him back on hematine, and I put him on a high-carbohydrate diet to correct his enzyme deficiency. Could we see him?
Sure. Thanks for everything.
Glad Victor's feeling better.
Karen, now what's this I hear about you breaking Victor out of Concord?
When my father went into that place, he was fine. By the time he came out, he couldn't put two sentences together.
Garcia, somebody messed with Victor's medication. He was not safe at that hospital.
Lucy, I'm concerned for him, too. That's why I want to speak with him.
He's not going back there, if that's what you have in mind.
I don't want to send him back. I just have a few questions for him. He could have learned something while he was inside.
Karen, do you think he's ready for something like that?
Kevin, I don't want to grill the guy. I just have a few questions.
Victor is clear-headed now, but he might not be up for visitors.
All right, I'll tell you what. You come with us, but I go inside the room. You have to wait outside while I evaluate him. And if I decide he isn't up to this, you don't see him. Agreed?
Fair enough.
Neil's lab tests are stabilizing. His white cell count is coming up. The CAT scan is negative. Courtney, there is no sign of cancer. Neil is in remission.
Oh, Joe, I have been praying to hear those words. Neil is cured. For good.
There's no guarantee, but if there's no recurrence in the next 5 years, the success rate for children is 78%.
When I brought Neil here, I thought he was coming to die. Because of you. He has a life ahead of him.
Hey, listen, why don't you go tell Neil the good news, okay?
Okay. Wait. I want you to come with me. We can tell him together, okay? Hi.
I was wondering when you would come see me.
How you feeling, Victor?
Well, seeing the two of you, I'm beginning to feel tip-top.
Oh, I'm so glad. The last time I saw you, you were in pretty bad shape.
Well, I am decidedly on the mend.
Do you remember anything about what happened at the institution?
bits and pieces.
That's okay. That's good. You have plenty of time. I mean, it's just nice to get your old self back, huh?
Not now.
Wait, no, I remember. That's the Detective Garcia. Come in, come in.
Nice to see you, Professor.
Victor, Detective Garcia has some questions for you, but only if you feel up to it.
Oh, what's a few questions?
When you were at Concord, did you find anything out about Lark Madison or her mother?
Yes. I did learn something. The lark is that bird with such a lovely song. A family of them nested in my backyard, but a duck, or was it a goose, chased them away.
Try to focus for me, Victor. Did you find anything out about Greg Cooper?
Cooper? Yes, I've got it. Cooper was a baseball player. It was a jockey.
I think he was a baseball player. You're right. This isn't the right time. Thanks for your help, Victor.
Anytime.
Get better.
You two are not leaving, are you?
No. Absolutely not. We're staying.
I missed you so much, Lucy.
Oh, I missed you too. I think Cooper was a jockey. I think Garcia was wrong.
Oh, that is wonderful. You know, I think that's even better than your recital was at Christmas.
Daddy's been teaching me how to listen to the music with my whole entire body, not just my ears.
Ah, well, that's a great idea.
And he's been teaching me some new dances. Want to see the twist?
Oh, I sure do.
Okay, some twisting music coming up now. Remember, just like we're squashing bugs.
Oh, what a show! Wow. I think you should both enter a contest. You would probably win first prize.
You really think so? I would like one of those big trophies, you know.
Hey, you know what? You look a little sweaty. Why don't you go get yourself a glass of water?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Wow, she's become so self-sufficient.
Yes, she has.
But she still needs you very much.
She's got me.
She won't have you if you don't testify.
Gail,
Scotty,
let's
you'll be
not
there.
talk
You
about
will
this
be
now.
in
Water,
jail.
Daddy. I figured you might be thirsty.
You're always thinking of me, aren't you? We look out for each other, don't we?
You bet.
Thanks.
Just the doctor I was looking for.
Well, I'd like to say I'm happy to see you, Garcia, but I'd be lying through my teeth.
I thought lying to me was your favorite pastime.
Well, don't keep me in suspense, Detective. What's on your mind?
I hear your alibi for Devlin's murder's a phony.
You heard wrong.
How long you think Ramsey's gonna hold out for you, huh? Or Scott Baldwin, for that matter. Scott's not so sweet on you anymore, is he?
You'll have to ask him.
Where were you when Devlin was killed?
Garcia, my statement is on file. I suggest you refer to that for your answers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
You'd make it a lot easier on yourself if you came forward with the truth before somebody else does.
Do you think it was okay just leaving Victor alone like that with that lab person?
He hates being stuck with needles as it is. No need to make him feel self-conscious, too. He knows we're close. He is better here, isn't he? He's better off than he was at the institution. It's not just wishful thinking on my part.
No, I think he's better, much better.
Yeah, but he's not quite on terra firma yet. See, if I hadn't agreed to go through with this never would have happened.
Oh, Kevin, it's not your fault. It sounds like Victor really and truly wanted to do this. So you just need to concentrate on the good news. He's getting back to his old self.
I guess you're right. You know, if someone had asked me a year ago if I would ever be close to my father, I would have said no. I've gotten kind of used to having him around.
Hey.
So they're through using you as a pincushion.
Mark, how'd I get here?
Well, that's quite a story. Actually, Lucy gave you a total body makeover so we could sneak you out of Concord.
Sort of a queen for a day adventure.
You put me in a dress.
Yeah. But it was really hard there, mister, because you are such a manly man.
I guess that's one way for me to get in touch with my feminine side.
You did look pretty hot.
Thank you for getting me out of that place.
She also pretended to be a patient to distract the staff so we could get you out.
Actually, I pretended so well. They wanted to keep me there for a very long time.
Well, things seem to have worked out beautifully.
Sure, I think you have a career ahead of you as a female impersonator.
Oh, you know, looking at you now, I think Barbara Streisand, I could do you really nice as Bob.
It's wonderful to see you two so happy. Lucy, I am honored to have you as my daughter-in-law. And as for you, you've got yourself quite a woman there, Phil.
Hey. I have been looking all over for you. We have something we want to tell you.
Bad blabs?
Oh, no. No, honey, not a bit.
Brace yourself for the news. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Neil, you're in remission.
I'm well. The cancer's gone.
I have double-checked and triple-checked. You can believe it, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Joe. You're the best doctor in the whole world.
Oh, listen to me, Neil. Seeing you healthy is the best thanks that I could ever ask for.
Does this mean I can go home?
You are out of here, buddy. The sooner the better.
But, Mom, how can we go home if Dad doesn't want me?
Dad loves you, honey. He really does. He's just got a lot of problems that he needs to concentrate on right now. But he's gonna be so happy to hear you're all better.
Where will we go?
Listen, Tom, pack your rockets and ray guns because you are coming to live at Casa Scanlon.
Scotty, you just can't do anything to jeopardize your relationship with Serena.
I would never do that.
You are doing that right now by continuing to obstruct justice.
I'm not going to brand Eve a killer just to get Lee's client off.
All your father wants you to do is to tell the truth about what you know.
No, he wants me to hang one person to save another person.
Oh, Scotty, don't you turn this into a battle between you and Lee. You've worked so hard to build this relationship with your dad. Don't just throw it away. I mean, if Eve is innocent, the truth isn't going to hurt her.
Gail, do you know how naive you sound?
It's also naive of me to expect you to put Serena first in your life.
From the day Serena was born, she has been my only priority.
It's funny because a few weeks ago you refused to have anything to do with Eve because of Serena's accident. And now you're willing to go to jail because of this woman.
Well, you know, it'll probably be a moot point there. I mean, Lee may not need me to testify.
That's naive. And you know it. What are you going to do?
I'll figure it out when the time comes.
Well, time is running out.
Thank you for pretending that we're married. I think the truth would only confuse Victor right now.
I loved pretending to be your wife.
It made Victor feel good.
Made me feel even better.
Oh, hello,
Audrey.
Hi. You heard the news. The whole hospital is buzzing.
No.
No, about what?
Oh, Katherine Bell is alive.
What?
No. I went to her funeral. I even cried.
No, she is very much alive. She was a witness at Helena Cassadine's arraignment.
Well, details. I want details. What?
No,
Why?
no,
How?
it's the whole story, but apparently Helena secretly nursed Katherine back to health. Uh-oh. That's for me. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of this.
I don't believe that woman. I went to her funeral. She made me get all dressed up and even do my hair, and I cried, and I said very nice things. The lengths that woman will go to get attention, I swear.
You don't fool me. You're thrilled she's alive. You two were best enemies.
You're right. The news is fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're still here.
Which one of us?
I checked out your tip that even Chris lied about their whereabouts during Devlin's murder. They're both sticking by their stories.
Well, of course they are. What'd you expect they'd say?
There's not much I can do unless someone cracks. Sorry, Luce.
Well,
You're still harassing me.
oh, no, I'm not at all. What happened was I overheard Eve and Chris talking about their phony alibis, and I just felt obligated to come forward with
This isn't about being a good citizen. This is about your animosity for Eve.
No.
No,
it's not.
Lucy, you just can't let it go. After all this happened, after I ruined our life together, you just can't give it up. You amaze me.
So, just think about what I said.
I will.
Oh, hi, Gail.
Good evening.
Scott, I need an attorney's advice. What will the police do when they find out that I lied about my bracelet and the alibi?
Well, you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you no more than I'm going to like telling you.
I knew I should have come clean with everything from the very beginning.
Look, Serena's asleep, so let's talk.
All right, listen to me. You told me this was going to come back to haunt me, and it has. What happens now?
Well, start with obstructing justice. If the DA wants to get carried away and throw the book at you, conspiracy.
Oh, great. Now you're just trying to make me feel better. What else?
Well, the worst case scenario is that they drop the charges against Julie and they come after you. They come after you for murder.
Okay. Now I'm scared.
Yeah, well, we're out there on the edge where I used to like to be, but not anymore.
I don't want you to get in trouble because of me. Do what you have to do.
Well, that's just it. I don't know what to do. See, if I continue to lie and the truth comes out, I'm cooked. Cooked. If I tell them what I know, then there's a possibility that I could be disbarred, or worse than that, I could have a little trip to Sing Sing. I don't know what to do, Eve.
I hear Neo Canelos is in remission. Congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you. I gotta tell you, this is by far the best day I've ever had in this hospital. Dr. Hardy told me that there'd be days like this, but it's the first time that I actually felt it.
I dreaded pediatrics. I really did. But watching them recover was incredible.
The two of you have worked a miracle. Steve would be very proud of both of you.
Karen, you should have seen the look on Neil's face when I told him the news. I mean...
I can imagine at least one high five, and he thinks you're the best. So do I. Remember when we thought Neil would never see another Christmas? Now possibilities are endless.
Karen, how am I ever going to thank you for what you've done? Without you and Joe, my son wouldn't be walking out of here.
Neil had more to do with this than anybody. He deserves all the credit because he never gave up.
He's in his room packing right now. He's so excited we're staying in Port Charles.
You decided to stay in town?
Mm-hmm. Everybody has made us feel so welcome. I figured, why leave? Neil can have a fresh start, surrounded by people who love him. All of us in the same town, some of us under the same roof.
Where will you be living?
We're making room at my place.
Isn't that the nicest thing you ever heard?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm sure Neil will love it.
Tomorrow, the mom fighting City Hall to stop AIDS treatment on her child. Plus, People Magazine's best and worst dress list. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.